Scott with EyeSpySupply, and today I just want to show you a little bit about our newest recorder. It's called the ThinMax. You can see how thin it is. Very easy to use. It's a one-touch on and off. You see the on-off switch right here. Flip it up to record, flip it off to stop recording. But before you do all that, you do need to set it up first. And to do that, I already have a USB cord plugged into my computer, and you're just going to plug it into the device here. There you go. It's plugged in. All that, it pops up for you automatically. All right, so there we go. We've got this up here. First thing you want to do is you want to set the time. So go here where it says time set, click on it, double click on it, and then set digital recorder. Double click on that, and set UDIS time pops up. It automatically syncs to your computer. Just click the set time button, and it says success on setting device time. Click OK, and go ahead and close that out. And that's all there is to it. Now your device is synced to your computer as far as the time goes. Next thing you're going to do is go back to the previous screen, go to record set. Okay, so this is all the settings you can do on your recording. You've already set the time, so just leave the time alone. You don't need to do anything to it. Your gain, adjust the sensitivity. It's basically how much it's going to amplify the sound. Usually just leave it on 5 and it's fine, but if you're trying to hear something that's really far away, you could kick it up to 7. Or if you're in a loud environment, you could put it down to 1 or 2. What we want to do, if you want it on voice activation, you recommend starting at about 3. The lower number you have, the more sound it takes to set it off to record. The higher number, the least amount of sound it takes to record it. You really just kind of have to play with this. If it's something real important, I recommend just leaving on continuous record, because it'll record faint sounds that will not kick the voice activation off. So if someone's whispering, for example, it may not be loud enough to kick the voice activation off, but the recorder will still be recording it. All right, so I'd say recommend on 3. If you want to change it, you just got that, and then let's change it to 0, for example, which would mean continuous recording. Bit rate, which is right here, it's a kbps. Basically, that's like the definition, how much high definition it's going to be. The higher you go, the more it eats up your memory, but the more sound it collects, basically. Generally speaking, we recommend starting at about 3. That's still a really, really clear recording. But if you want to save more disk space, you can go down to 32. So we're just going to leave it on 3. Recording file division, what this is how long your files are going to be. So keep it on 5. It starts off on 0, which is 2 hours. I recommend taking it down to 5 or 10. It just makes it easier if you're trying to go back and find files, because each file is stamped with the recording time. And so if you have a 2-hour file and it's on voice activation, for example, at the end of that file, it's going to stamp it with the time. Well, that 2 hours could have entailed 5 hours of actual time, just depending on how much noise it heard to record. So we're going to leave it on 5. When you're done with all this, make sure you hit save. If you don't, if you just close it, it's not saving it to the recorder. So hit save, and that actually saves it to the recorder, telling it what to do. All right, let's close all that out. All right, now let's go back here and go to a record file, and we can see, you see here, where these files here are files that I've recorded. If it has an R on it, that means it was recorded with continuous recording mode. If you see a V, that means it was recorded under voice activation mode. It's recorded in WAV format. So right click, open with, and Windows Media Player will play it, or you can download a VLC Media Player for free. So click that. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2, check, test 1 2. This is a test. If you don't want to listen to your files on your computer, you can also use the included headphones that come with the device and the headphone controller. You can see here, it's you can fast forward, delete, skip files, and etc. using this. The way you would do that, you'd plug the headphones jack into the top of the controller. The controller goes into the recorder. and then you go ahead and turn it on. And once, because it's plugged, this is plugged in, when you turn it on, it knows you're trying to listen to it. And go ahead and use the controller as explained in the manual. Very easy to use, and you can listen to the files directly off of the headphones. And now, one note: if you have a lot of files on there, that can be difficult because you can't really tell the date and time of the file you're listening to. So you may want to go ahead and either put it OTG to your phone, your Android phone, or any OTG capable smartphone, or the easiest way really is just plug it into your computer, and it's very easy to do. And there you have it. It covers just about everything. The last thing you want to cover is when you eject this from your computer. What you'll want to do is you want to close everything out that was using it, including the Windows Media Player and any window you were using, including this one. Once you do that, go over here to the bottom right hand corner, click on this little icon right here, and click on this icon right here, and choose the recorder, which in this case is the UDisc D flash disk. And when it says safe to disconnect, close it out, and then you want to go ahead, and then you can go ahead and disconnect your recorder right here. If you don't do that, you could lose some of the recordings off it, or it could corrupt your recorder. So you just want to make sure you delete it. You may not remember to delete it or to eject it sometimes, and it'll be totally fine. But we suggest you do it the right way, and each computer may be different. If you have any questions, as usual, feel free to give us a call, and we're happy to help.